Hello again. We're still working in volume, but today we're going to learn a much quicker, much easier, and simpler way to find volume, especially for objects that don't have flat sides and square corners, such as this rock right here. It clearly has volume because it takes up space. The question is, how do you find out how much space it takes up? There's no way you could ever measure length, width, and height on this because there are no square corners, no flat sides, and no straight lines. Well, a Greek mathematician and scientist named Archimedes came up with the idea of how to do this. And it had to do with a golden crown. So if you are interested with finding out the rest of the story, then do a search on Archimedes and the golden crown, and you'll learn the rest of the story. Archimedes figured out that you can put a known amount of water in a graduated cylinder. This is a graduated cylinder. It's like a beaker, but it has a base and it is taller and skinnier, whereas a beaker is shorter and fatter. Archimedes figured out that since no two objects or substances can occupy the same space at the same time, that you can put a known amount of water in a graduated cylinder, then place the object in the water and measure the distance that the water comes up, then subtract the water, and you'll find out the volume. So I'm going to put 150 milliliters in this graduated cylinder. I'm holding my finger on 150 so that I'll know when to stop. Now, milliliters and cubic centimeters. It's important to know that in the metric system, units of measurement are related and they're based on water. It so happens that a cubic centimeter is the exact same amount of volume as a milliliter. And guess what? The amount of water that will go in 1 cubic centimeter, which is also 1 milliliter, is a gram. That's how scientists determined what would be a gram. A gram is the weight of 1 cubic centimeter of water. Now that I have poured my 150 milliliters into the graduated cylinder, I'm going to set up a subtraction problem. I'm going to write the symbol for minus, and underneath that, I'm going to put 150. The big number that I'll subtract 150 from is going to be whatever is the combination of the water and the rock. So I gently, well, not so gently, place the rock in the water, and then I look to see what the level of the water is now. Well, it is exactly 170 milliliters, which are also cubic centimeters. So the water and the rock is 170, and the water and the rock is 170. The water alone is 150. All I need to do now is subtract 170 minus 150. Which is a very simple subtraction problem. I don't even need to line them up. I know that 170 minus 150 is 20. 20 mils, which is the same thing as cc's. So with no calculations except a simple subtraction problem, I was able to find the volume of that rock simply by placing it in water and measuring how much the water came up after I put the rock in the water. Now, is that fast and easy or what? Thank you very much. Happy science.